Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you that how to make a XML sitemap generator online tool website using Node.js and Express. So you can see that I have deployed this online tool on my website freemediatools.com. So you are seeing the live demo. I have given the link in the video description of this demo. You can just go to the live demo and check it. So this is a simple tool here, simple user interface. Here you will enter the domain name of which you need to generate the XML sitemap. So I will just enter my domain. Let's suppose I enter newly created domain which is mutevideo.com. This is my website, and if I click the download sitemap file button here, you will see it will download as an attachment. Sorry, this is running on localhost. Sorry, let me just go to my live website freemediatools.com, and I have deployed this tool. You can see XML sitemap generator. So inside this tool you will see mutevideo.com. So if you enter the domain name and if you click the download sitemap file button, so it will take some time and it will calculate the sitemap inside background, and then it will download it as attachment. This is the XML file. So if I just show you, if I open this XML file and if I right click, I have notepad++ installed here. If I edit with notepad++, you will see this is only two links are there, and it has uh, made this sitemap, and it has downloaded it automatically. And you can just try out any sort of domain name which is new, which has got few links on it. I think it supports only 80 to 100 links. So uh, if you are just entering a very popular domain name which is medium.com, it contains 22,000 links, so it will not work. This tool will not work. So let me enter my website freemediatools.com, and if I click download sitemap, so it contains 40 to 50 links. So in this case it will work. So it will just wait, calculate, it is calculating it inside the background. So once this is complete, so it will download the sitemap as an attachment. You will see it has downloaded the sitemap of the website as a XML file. So if I just open this XML file, you will see it will contain all the links. So it is very useful in SEO of the website whenever you are submitting this sitemap to Google Search Console. So you can just generate the sitemap through this online tool, and then you can just submit to Google Search Console. So you will see this is the sitemap here. And regarding the source code of this online tool, I have also given in the video description. For the source code, guys, I have given in the video description my blog post link here. So here you will find out all the source code which I have used to make this online tool. So if you go to my blog post, you will see all the source code. So simply you need to click the copy button, so you can just copy paste all the source code. So I will guide you step by step instruction. I will be inside this video, I will be telling you on how to make this tool. So first of all, in order to make this tool, you need to go to npm.js website, which is node package manager website. So let me just turn on my internet. I think it cannot be reached, so let me just connect my internet connection. So basically this is the npm.js website. Here you can just explore any sort of node.js modules. So if you go to Google here, let me just see, and if you type here npm, this is node package manager, and this is their official website npm.js. So I have used a module inside this tool which is sitemap generator. So you will see this is the tool that I used in order to create the XML sitemap for the website. And they have, so you can see this tool has 6,000 weekly downloads. And the nice thing about is that if you don't want to use it online, they have a offline version also, which is sitemap generator CLI. So they also work on command line also. So you will see this has a CLI version. So in order to use this, it has also 2000 weekly downloads. You need to go to command prompt, and you need to first of all globally install this module like this npm -g and sitemap generator CLI. So just execute this command and it will install it globally. I have already installed this globally. So now what we can do is that if I just show you, if you type here sitemap dash generator on the command line, this command will execute, and now you will see this result. And now to generate the sitemap, it is pretty simple: sitemap.generator, and then you will need to enter the domain name, which is mutevideo.com. That's it. And now you will see in the same directory it will create the sitemap. The default file name will be sitemap.xml, and if you see here, you will see sitemap.xml, it has generated it. And only two links are there: mutevideo.com and contact us. This is my website. And you can even change the file name also. So basically, sitemap generator. And if you see the options here, they provided with this dash f option here: sitemap generator dash f, and then you can give any sort of custom file name. Let's suppose I give at output.xml, and then followed by the domain name, which is mutevideo.com. So if you run this command, it will name your sitemap as output.xml, not sitemap.xml. So now you will see it has created this xml file here, output.xml, in the same directory. So we will be using this module, guys, for making this node.js application. Now to make this application, I will go to the desktop directory, and I will go to the projects directory, and I will make a new directory here, which is sitemap demo. I will go to this directory, sitemap demo, and then I will install the module. So first of all, we will create the package.json file, which is npm init-y. So this will create the default package.json file for the project. Now after this, we need to install express ejs, and then this sitemap dash generator dependency. So install all these dependencies. So it will take some time according to your internet connection. So it will install these three dependencies inside the node.js project. And once this completes, I will open this project inside Visual Studio Code text editor. You can use any text editor of your choice, so it is not mandatory that you use Visual Studio Code. So it is just installing it, so just wait here, guys. So hardly it will take 5 to 10 seconds. So if you have a good internet connection, it will take less time also. Now you can see it has installed it. So we can just open this inside Visual Studio Code text editor. So once you open this, you will find a file called as package.json, which will created automatically for you, which will contain the default information about the project, which is the name, version, description, and the set of dependencies that you have installed on your project. So you will see, if you open this package.json, you will see all this information inside a JavaScript object. And one more dependency I can install here, which is a dev dependency dash dash save dev nodemon. So basically it will automatically restart your applications once you make any sort of changes. So now we can just make our index.js in the same directory, which will be the starting point of the application. So here we can initialize the express app. So we can just include the express here like this. We can require it. Then we can just make a app variable express. We can listen on the port number 6000, and then we also need to have our body parser, which is a built-in module, so we also need to require it. So require body parser, and then app.use, we need to initialize its middleware body parser.json, and app.use, sorry, just the second line we need to write here, body parser dot url encoded, and inside this we need to write here extended to false. That's it. So this has initialized the body parser middleware. So this is mandatory because we are using forms here in order to collect information. So also we need to set the view engine, which is EJS. So app.set view engine to EJS. Now we need to create the views directory in the same folder here, you can see, and inside this we will create our XML sitemap generator.ejs file. So here we will use some bootstrap, guys, for design purpose. So I will change the title here to XML sitemap generator. like this. And for this we will use the default container class of Bootstrap, and a heading I will give XML sitemap generator. And after this, guys, we will have a break, and we will have a form which will go to the action home route, and this will have the method will be post simply. And inside this, guys, we will have the form group class of Bootstrap, and inside this we will have a simple input field type of text, and I will also give a class to it of form control. And here this should be required, and the placeholder will be enter domain, and we will also give a label to it. So simply it will say enter URL. That's it. So after this, guys, we will have our simple button. This also contains the form group class, and for the button we will use the default classes, which is btn danger for the red color, and simply we will say download sitemap file. And one more class we can attach for the full width button here, which is button block. That's it. So now we simply need to go to the index.js. So when we load the home page, so app.get, when we make the home request response, so we need to load this template. So response.render, and we can just load this template sitemap generator. And one more argument that we can pass here, title, which is XML sitemap generator online. And now we can display this dynamic title instead of static one. So inside this we can change this to the variable name, which is like this. So this is a syntax here: a angular bracket percentage sign is equal to, and then the variable name that you are passing. So simply we can also replace it here also inside the title tag. And now this will load this. So once I think nodemon is successfully installed, so you just need to make a slight modification inside the script section. So just here you need to write here a start script nodemon index.js. That's it. And now you can start your application by typing here npm run start. So if you just run this command, you will see it will start your project, and nodemon will start here, and your app will listen on localhost 600. So localhost 600, if I open this, you will see. So what is saying here? So what is happening here? I think if I index app.listen, if I once again open this, why it is saying this localhost 6000. Oh sorry, it is saying unsafe port. So 6000 is unsafe, so we need to try out 4000. So it will work. 4000, if I type here 4000, you will see it will work here. And here you need to enter your domain name. So I think some styling mistake is there. So oh sorry, I forgot to have the text center class of Bootstrap to make the heading in the center position. And this container, you can see I have missed. After this form we need to close the container. So if I make these modifications, you will see our form is ready here. And now we enter the domain name here, and now to do this we simply need to make the post request on the home route. So app.post, and now to get the domain name which the user has entered, which is pretty easy here, we just need to make a URL variable request.body.url. And now go to the HTML file and you need to give it a name attribute, simply URL. So we can cache this URL which the user submits. And after this, guys, we need to import the sitemap generator, which is sitemap generator, and this is a dependency that we have installed. And this is pretty simple, guys. If you follow the documentation of the plugin, this is pretty simple. They have given the example also. Oh, sorry, I need to move to the previous plugin. This is for the CLI. So the nice thing about is that they have also the CLI version also, so you can just use for both purposes. This is a dependency, so they have given the complete example here, so I will just copy paste all the code here, and you can see I can paste the code. So here you will replace your URL, so instead of the static one we can replace URL here. And the second option you can provide here, file path. So file path I can provide here the output file. So we can create a variable here of output file. So this will be a dynamic one. So we are using date.now, and inside this I will concatenate output.xml. So every time it will have a unique file name once the user downloads this file. So you can just provide this by this option here, file path. They have also given in the documentation inside options here, you will see they support different options. So they support this file path option also. Sorry, the P is not capital here, so we need to file path. So once this is constructed, this callback function will execute on done here, and in this we can just say response.download, and we can download this sitemap which has been created by response.download, and this contains error callback. So if any sort of error take place, we can just say here, we can send out the error like this. If no error take place, then we can first of all delete this sitemap file from the server also. In case any error take place, then also we need to delete this sitemap like this. And now the application is complete, guys. Now we can test this application. If I refresh here, and if I enter let's suppose mutevideo.com, and if I click download sitemap, oh sorry, cannot read property URL of undefined. So I think we have made a mistake here. Request.body.url. So we have given the name to it. So what is the problem here? Input type text, class form control. So let me just check here, guys. Inside my blog I have written here, this name is URL. So what is the problem? So if I check the JavaScript code here, on the top here, if I check the JavaScript code, the code is simple, the code is same, but sorry guys, there was a very simple error, because you can see sitemap generator we have written like this, and we need to replace here sitemap generator. S is small and G is small also, so we just need to replace here. This was a mistake. So now guys, what we want is that we once again need to refresh the application, and if I submit the domain mutevideo.com, click on download, so once again it is showing this error. Sorry guys, there was a very simple error. You can see we have copy pasted these two lines of the body parser middleware below this. So you just need to move these two lines upward here like this. You just need to paste it here, so that body parser middleware will be declared before this request is made. So now your application will work 100%. So if I reload it and enter this mutevideo.com domain, and if I click download sitemap, so you will see it will create the sitemap, and you just need to wait, and you can see it will download it as attachment. You can try out any sort of website. Let's suppose I minifyjson.com. This is another website of mine. So this will only work for small websites up to 30 or 40 links, as I already told you. So don't try this to with the large websites. So it is saying fs is not defined, so sorry guys, we also need to. So why it worked for the first time, I don't know. Require fs. So don't try this with the large websites which contains thousands of links, so it will not work. So if I now try minify.json, so this only contains two links, so it will calculate the sitemap for you. So this tool is very much useful for new bloggers, new website owners. So if you just want to create the sitemap, you can just create this from this. Another is free media tools. This contains 50 to 60 links. Still this tool can work, and it is just building the sitemap. You can see it will download the as XML file. So you just need to wait for some time, 5 to 10 seconds. So it is creating it inside background. So after creating it, it will download it as an XML file. You will see. Let me open this file for you. You can see it is 4 kilobytes, and you can see all the links are available. So you just need to go to Google Search Console and you can submit the sitemap. So in this way guys, we have created a fully featured online tool which is a XML sitemap generator in Node.js and Express, and all the source code regarding this video I have given in the video description. You can just check out all the source code. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next tutorial.